artists who are on the call who want to talk a little bit about like whether art is therapeutic for them or why they kind of made the pieces that they made for this exhibit? DJ and then Beth, let's do it that way.
I am in total agreement with what I think it was Shay was saying about, I grew up in a family where you really didn't talk about anything uncomfortable. It, you know, put politics aside, we didn't talk about anything. And I think for me, my writing and my art has been incredibly helpful because it has allowed me to come to grips with trauma that's happened over the years that I just stuffed down because you don't talk about it. And in response to that, then it opened conversations with my parents and with friends that actually didn't know about some of the trauma. So as far as the piece that I made, not my writing, but the piece I made, that was in response to, it was 2015 on campus, I think. I had just gotten done with the day of school and was walking to my car and got in, and it was the day that, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, the Umpqua Community College shooting. Yeah. And I just left campus, and that was so traumatic because I went to school in the city, and it was one of those things where it was like, well, it could happen anywhere. And I had to take time off from school. And ever since 2015, I've been making work about gun violence. I've been making work about sexual assault. But in that particular instance, I just became almost obsessed with gun violence and have been writing for quite a number of years, a series of stories about gun violence and how, as a kid, we were accustomed to having guns behind doors. I mean, that's just what it was. And then I started talking to other people on campus, and one young lady said, oh yeah, my dad was shot and killed by a neighbor. And the more I started opening up about what I was doing, the more people started sharing their stories, and it became a way for me to kind of work through my fears and work through that trauma that happened that day and continued for a while after. So